Hey, Biff, I still screwed up on that vaccine spot. If you could run them again this morning, I'll have a contract when I come down for the meeting today. It's my fault. All right. That was good. Excuse me.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy houses as is, fast for cash. Call me today for an all-cash offer on any of your properties, and we can close within days at 614-362-2000, 362-2000. Do you own a property that's outdated and needs thousands of dollars in repairs? Great, I'll buy it. I'm a private real estate investor who can solve your real estate problems fast for cash. Do you want to sell and just be done with it? Okay, great. I buy vacant properties, boarded up houses, pre-foreclosures, and inherited properties. I also buy apartment buildings, rental portfolios, divorce homes. I even buy my tenant won't pay me the rent houses. I look forward to solving your real estate problems today. Give me a call for an all-cash offer at 614-362-2000, 614-362-2000.
Hello, everyone. From the Watchdog, I'm the Storm Tracker, Darnell Foster. With a look at your local weather forecast for your Wednesday, mostly sunny skies, high near 75, mainly clear overnight with lows to about 49 degrees, mostly sunny for your Thursday with highs in the upper 70s. Have yourself a great day, everyone. From the Watchdog, I'm Darnell Foster.
The views and opinions expressed on the following program are not necessarily those of this station or its sponsors.
Good morning, old friends.
Hey, what are you doing here? About to go on the air.
Uh-oh, guess what day it is?
Wake up, fairy princesses, wake up!
Guess what day it is?
Get up before I get you up!
Guess what today is?
It's hump day.
Hump day.
Woo-hoo!
This is Wednesday. She calls it over the hump day.
Wednesday?
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
We ain't one at a time in here.
They broadcast me out on the radio.
We're mass communicating.
Let Wednesday begin!
Hit it!
The Valley is nearing a return to normal, and we're celebrating with the 100 days of summer. This is the Watchdog Morning Show with Howard Monroe.
Yeah, we're celebrating with the 100 days of summer. Today is day number 17. We're also celebrating with an unbelievably gorgeous day outside. Oh, it looks so nice. If you haven't opened the blinds and peeked out the window yet, the sun is out there. It's just beautiful, plentiful sunshine. It's going to be blue skies and sunshine all day long. The temperature is going to be, for me, the perfect temperature, the Goldilocks temperature, the number that I'm always looking for, 72 predicted high for the day. A little cool this morning, 49 degrees at the Wheeling, Ohio County Airport. Clear skies, 49 degrees and sunny here at my home studios in the Elm Grove section of Wheeling, and 49 degrees at the Robinson Auto Group Studios downtown Wheeling in the heart of the Ohio Valley. It is 7:12 on our Hump Day edition of the program. Hey, it is my middle son's anniversary. He and his lovely wife, Holly, 9 years today. Time speeds by. Every time I think of, they got married at Wheeling Park. It was kind of neat, right there in the bandstand at Wheeling Park. I was trying to remember what it was we got them for a wedding gift, and I can't remember. Getting a wedding gift, Biff, is, you should put some thought into it, don't you think? These people are tying the knot forever and ever, amen. You want to give them a nice wedding gift, right?
Howard, you're talking to the wrong guy about marriage and gifts and everything. The only thing I know about it is on the family calendar when it gives the anniversary and it says, what you're supposed to get below, like what the gift is for that special.
The fifth anniversary is.
And all that. Yeah. That's the only thing I know about it is if it's a big year, that's what it is. Other than that, that's wrong thing for me. But no matter what, you should get a good gift.
Yeah, you want something. You commemorate. They're getting married. You want to commemorate them with something nice. But the question becomes, how nice does it have to be? Here's an interesting story. Interesting? I guess I'll leave that word. It's an interesting story. A woman is getting married. Well, of course, a woman, a man, they're getting married. And as is the case anymore, and I don't know that any of my friends ever did this, or we did this. Maybe we did. I don't know. Use a gift registry. I guess we did. Stone and Thomas was probably still open when Nancy and I got married 40 years ago. I think we used maybe Stone and Thomas, gift registry. And the idea behind a good gift registry is you pick a lot of little tiny things and then maybe something really big in case somebody wants to buy you something big. But it's like we want a spoon, right? You want a fork. You put a few things like that on there. Here's a woman who posted her gift list packed with luxury items. She said she wanted Gucci or Louis Vuitton purses. How about this for a wedding gift? New floor tiles for the entire house. A new car. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what you're getting for a wedding gift. If I'm in a good mood, if maybe I got my stimulus check, you'll get an entire place setting. If not, you may just get the plate and the cup. A new car. On her list, she had and she phrased any high-class paintings. None of that low-class stuff, only high-class paintings.
Define high-class.
But she doesn't do that, but it's in quotes. Any high-class paintings. So I'm guessing it's not anything that I have, okay? Let me put it that way.
Like when the grandkids or the niece and nephew draw you something and they say here and it's up on the refrigerator or it's in the car somewhere, nothing like that?
I'm guessing the answer is no. Probably that's not high class.
Oh, okay.
Now, to me, I think that'd be a great gift. Like have one of the kids in the family make something and frame it. There you go. Something new for your new house. But no. She says high class paintings. I guess she wants a Van Gogh. I don't know. She does say she will accept gift cards. She will accept gift cards. Gift cards to Saks Fifth Avenue, Bloomingdale, Nordstrom's, Calvin Klein, Gucci, Whole Foods, and maybe even, she says, maybe even J.C. Penney. But she says there are no exceptions. Everyone should spend at least $400. She said that if you intend to spend anything less than $400, you should consult with her first. Holy mackerel. I would love to see this person. What kind of, is this a high class family? Are they, are they Amazon heirs or something, Only high class paintings, a new car, new floor tiles. Gift cards are acceptable, but a minimum of $400. Anything else, you must call and get special permission. Honey, we don't have $400. Can we give the kids $250? We're going to have to call and ask. Would it be okay if we just gave you $250? Could you send your bank statement, please? I want to take a look at that. Holy mackerel.
Does it say where this person lives?
No, it doesn't. I was literally, as you said that, Biffy, looking to see if this story told me where she is from.
My guess,
it doesn't say.
My guess is going to be, and this is just a wild guess, it's probably not one of our 3 favorite states. I'm guessing like a New York or somewhere.
Oh, it's
up
got to
there.
be New York, California, maybe.
Yeah, maybe California.
Beverly Hills, something like that.
Yeah, but that would be my guess.
On her list, she has a $900 vacuum cleaner. Vacuum cleaners are always good things, for wedding gifts. Or actually, that's more of I don't know. Not a vacuum cleaner, maybe. But like, I would think a dustbuster.
Yeah.
Which, I don't know what a dustbuster is, $49.95 or something, or $120.95. So, I don't know. She says she would accept a $900 vacuum. Wow.
That vacuum better be the high class of vacuums.
That better be the biggest sucking machine I've ever seen.
Those carpets or whatever, they better look pristine when you're done cleaning them.
Oh, jeez, oh, pizza. But it doesn't say, I was looking to see, just when you asked that question, it does not say where she is. There was a picture of her bridal list had been posted on, I think Facebook, one of the social media accounts. But she took it down, or it's been taken down. And my guess is she probably is getting off a lot of flack about it.
Oh, could you imagine the comments from that?
No. I haven't seen. So anyways, happy anniversary to my middle son, Justin, and his wife, Holly. And no, we did not get you a $900 vacuum or a Calvin Klein bag or a high-class painting. I think over the years we may have bought them, like one of those things you can buy at Walmart for a wall decoration. That may be the best we did. Holy mackerel. Anyways, I couldn't help but start off with that. You got to give people credit. Some people, Biffy, they have testicles.
Yeah, they do.
Jeez, all right, 7:19, 19 after the hour here on the Watchdog Morning Show. It's a short show, lots to do today, lots going on. Wheeling Council yesterday okayed that tougher fireworks ordinance. That's for personal fireworks use and possession. It was not without dissent. There was a lot of dissent and discussion about it at council last night. We will talk about that. I got a note from Ben Seidel this morning, called it hypocrisy last night, which tells you where he came down on this. So Wheeling Council okays the tougher fireworks ordinance. West Virginia Congressman Alex Mooney apparently being investigated by the Ethics Commission for personal use of campaign money. I'll tell you some of what he bought with his campaign cash and see what you think a little bit later on. Ohio Senate Republicans, I talked about this yesterday, want SNAP recipients, food stamp recipients, to be asset tested, including limiting the amount of savings that they can have. Jake Zuckerman from the Ohio Capitol Journal has been working that story. He's with us to talk about that. He also spent the day yesterday covering the Larry Householder story, as the Speaker of the Ohio House is the center of one of the biggest campaign scandals in America, and efforts are being made to remove him from his position. We'll talk to Jake about that coming up later on. Speaking of removing from their position, a DNC, Democratic National Committee, yesterday upheld the election of West Virginia's Democratic Party chair, Belinda Beaufort. So she wins that one. But the internal calls for her resignation are continuing. We'll talk more about this with Ogden newspaper reporter Stephen Allen Adams as we discuss that. The West Virginia Family Policy Council is calling for the resignation of conservative Republican delegate Joshua Higginbottom because he came out as gay this week. We're going to talk about that. West Virginia Can't Wait's Stephen Smith talks to MSNBC about Joe Manchin. Plus, in a little bit, the best and worst breakfasts at McDonald's, the proper way to shower. I guess there's a proper way to do that. And popular but unusual Father's Day gifts. I have all of this coming up for you this morning here on the Watchdog Morning Show. Something that you want to offer to me, you can do it on the text line, 304-214-1600, 304-214-1600. Hump day, hump day. The camel is wandering around, and we're all set and ready to go. Some top of the morning stories coming up next on the Watchdog Morning Show.
Let your voice be heard.
If you can come back with top of the morning if you want to. And we'll start with the Higginbotham. Well, the first piece of audio will be the Higginbotham, where he announces he's gay. And then I'll use the little Stephen Smith clip too. You got both of those, right? Okay. Use those in this segment.
How do you take care of your family if you're disabled? At Gelner Law Offices, we represent seriously injured people and understand their problem. We know how to get you fair compensation. We will work hard to make sure you get the money you deserve for your losses. Don't go it alone. If you're hurt in an accident, call us at 304-242-2900 or visit us at gelnerlaw.com.
We'd like to help.
Does your dog need groomed or walked? Are you looking for a pet sitter or dog boarding options? If so, call Dirty Paws, Wheeling's newest pet care service, providing the Ohio Valley with everyone's pet care needs. Check us out on Facebook at Dirty Paws WHG or call 304-639-7754.
Beach Bottom. The watchdog is protecting your yard. Join Howard Monroe, Hoppy Kercheval, Bill DeFabio, and Big Rick for the best live and local talk in the Upper Ohio Valley and beyond. Beach Bottom trusts the watchdog.
Top of the morning to you. These are the big stories making news and conversation today on the Watchdog Morning Show with Howard Monroe.
49 degrees and sunny at the Wheeling, Ohio County Airport. Same here at my home studios in Elm Grove and at the Robinson Auto Group Studios, downtown Wheeling in the heart of the Ohio Valley. We did a little preview of this last week with Dave Palmer, Wheeling councilman from the 6th Ward, who was the impetus behind tightening up the fireworks ordinance in the city of Wheeling. Wheeling Council took care of that last night, but not without some controversy. The ordinance came up. The ordinance is designed to raise the fine for having possession of or using personal fireworks within city limits. Now, the city has to be careful because the sale of fireworks is legal, but possession and use now, and always has been for at least 6 or 7 years in the city limits of Wheeling is not legal. And we all know around this time of year, we start hearing the pops and the poops from fireworks going off at night, and people complain about it and get on social media and say what's going on in the neighborhood. Here in the Elm Grove section of Wheeling, there's a lot of it. People are complaining about it. And, dogs get wakened up. Folks with PTSD, Biffy, get very, it's a traumatic experience to hear fireworks go off because it can often remind them of being in the midst of, violence, in Afghanistan or Iraq or whatever. So, the ordinance has been on the books, but they tightened it up last night at the request of Dave Palmer. Wheeling Councilman Ben Seidler, though, in particular, raised a lot of ruckus about it. He said that it really deserves more in-depth conversation. He's worried that he said you could theoretically go to Kroger and buy fireworks, which would be legal, and then the minute you step outside, because you have them in your possession, you would be committing a crime and you could be fined. Wheeling Police Chief Sean Schwarzenegger talked to council last night and said, look, that's not the intent. That's not what we're going to do. But the chief said, and the fire chief also said, we would like to have more, we think a higher fine will keep people from perhaps shooting these fireworks off. When we talked to Dave Palmer last week, he talked about the possibility of a fireworks hitting a roof and, catching a house on fire, or he knew and I knew people who have actually had physical harm come from a firework exploding in their hand. Long debate last night. At the request of Mayor Elliott, what they did was amend the ordinance so that it only is in effect, I think, until October, at which point they will revisit this and try to, I don't say fix it, but adjust it perhaps to a little more to Ben Seidler's liking. But let's see, the intel today says Wheeling puts more pop into their fireworks code.
How much?
Go ahead.
If they want to, raise the fine, that's okay. But how much of it is just whatever you have on the books, enforcing that more, rather than just trying to tweak or do whatever to whatever law is on the books?
Because this really, as I understand it, the only thing this ordinance does is increase the fine. It is now $100 if you set off fireworks in the city limits and the police come, your neighbors call, they come, they cite you. It's $100 now. It's going to increase it to $500. Chief Schwarzenegger said last night at council that he thought people who will say, well, I'm probably not going to get caught, but if I do, what the heck, I'll pay $100, will think twice if it's going to have to be $500. But your point's well taken, Biff. The ordinance is really already there. And quite frankly, I just don't know how you enforce it. I truly don't.
Yeah, I mean, do you want your neighbor to basically tattle on you and call the police or the fire and say, hey, my neighbor's over here shooting whatever off, and then so what? They go over and okay, if they see that they're doing it, then they give them a $500 fine.
Well, and the problem becomes, you probably have done this, Biffy. I know many times, even recently, my wife and I are sitting here watching Perry Mason at night, and we hear the bang, 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 bang. And the first thing my wife and I both goes, well, those gunshots? No, I think it was fireworks. Okay.
I mean,
But if we called the police at that moment, which we never have done, but if we called the police at that moment, cops have got to come. They got to figure out who's shooting the fireworks off. We don't know who's shooting the fireworks off most of the time, right?
Right.
We hear it out in the neighborhood. Sometimes you can see somebody, shooting it, but getting that person, getting to him, I don't know. I don't have a problem with this, but I just don't know that it's any more enforceable at 500 than it was at 100, and I'm not sure how easily it was to enforce at 100. If you get somebody who's blatantly just ignoring the law, they've got a little mini fireworks display in their own backyard, and they're just saying, $100 be damned, I don't care, we're going to do this. Okay, 500 may keep them from doing it, but I'm just not sure this really does much.
I mean, I give them credit, but we're like you. When we hear something, and one of us will look at the other and go, "Firework or gunshot?"
Yeah.
I'll go, "Well, that sounded more like a firework." Like I know the difference between what a firework and a gunshot sounds like. I'm just saying firework, just for the fact that, again, look how close we're getting to the 4th of July.
I think it was the chief. Let me see if I have notes on this. I watched the council meeting last night. I think it was Chief Schwarzenegger. Anyways, somebody last night, either Chief Helms from the fire department or Police Chief Schwarzenegger, said that they have literally had an occasion where they went into somebody's yard and said, we've had a complaint, you're putting off fireworks, we're going to fine you. And the person said, okay, would you write me the ticket pretty quick? $100, I'll write you the check. I want to get back to shooting off my fireworks. So,
Well, at least they're honest.
Right, exactly. So, again, do I have a problem with this increased ordinance? No, I don't. And I do agree, probably some people will think twice about shooting off fireworks if it's 500 as opposed to 100. So, I don't have a problem with it, but I'm just not sure it's
enforceable.
Yeah, I just don't know that it's going to be any more enforceable at 500 than at 100. You gotta, again, unless you have somebody being very blatant, and sometimes you do, they're just sitting in their yard with a whole bunch of fireworks around, boom, 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 then, you can call the police, cops come, get him, fine him, okay. But most of the time, it's, pops and blops somewhere in the background, somewhere out there in the neighborhood. I don't know. Anyways, council did it. They increased the fine to $500, and they are going to review it again at the committee level. I think before October. I think that's what I understood the amendment to be. Now, let's do some news here, and then we'll continue top of the morning, because I want to get to the story of Joshua Higginbotham, a West Virginia delegate when he was elected a handful of years ago, the youngest person ever elected to the legislature in West Virginia, conservative Republican, very conservative in his political point of views. But he came out as gay this week. And the West Virginia Policy Council, which is a really group, is calling for his resignation, even though he is in tune politically with all they stand for, except the issue of gayness. And they're just all up in arms. I want to talk about that. And we'll hear a little bit of what Stephen Smith from West Virginia Can't Wait, who ran against Ben Salango for the Democratic nomination for governor last time. He had a little visit on MSNBC this week. I'll give you a little clip from that, and I'm trying to track Stephen down to get him here on this show as well. So that's coming up. Top of the morning will continue after we check some news, after Mr. DeFabio comes in and gives you your morning sports, and after Zach and I kick around the weather. And that all begins right now.
The WTRF Channel 7 News Update is brought to you by Thomas St. Clairsville. Get the best deal at Thomas Auto Centers.
Now it's time.
I always plan it so well, Biffy. I had it all planned. In segment 2, I'd get through all of these top of the morning stories. I got something else coming up in the next half hour. I can never make it 30 minutes without being off schedule. By the half hour break, I'm always off schedule. Oh yeah. I mean, it's one of those stories that people talk about. It's not a big deal, at one way or the other, I don't think. I mean, again, unless it is a problem for people with PTSD. Little kids. I mean, Teddy has now grown to the point it doesn't bother him, but when he was younger, I mean, just get him down to sleep. He's asleep. He just want to go out and strangle the fireworks people. So, I mean, it is a problem, but I get we're in the grand scheme of things, and I saw some postings last night, this is all I got to worry about. We got drugs and we got crime and we got streets you can't drive on. I get the argument, but no harm comes from it. Let's put it that way. Yep. And like I said, I don't know that you ever, I'm sure they catch a couple people every once in a while, but most of the time you don't even know who's shooting these things off. Right. All right, after Zach, then we'll do Higginbotham and Stephen Smith. We don't need a break? Okie dokie. Good.
Durant played the entire game, all 48 minutes. The Nets lead that best of 7, 3-2. Hey, be safe out there. Check on the elderly. Be considerate of others. I'm Bill DeFabio on sports, and we are the Watchdog.
Oh, there's something so real about living local, and I know without a doubt I'm not alone. And I'm loving living local. There's nowhere else I'd rather be. Said I'm loving living local. WTRF is working for me. The Ohio Valley is where I love to be.
Are you or your loved ones facing a serious legal battle? The law office of Paul Harris wants you to know you aren't alone. Do you need someone that's not afraid to go to trial and fight for your rights? Attorney Paul Harris and his team are willing to go where most firms are not. The courtroom. With a successful track record in civil litigation, criminal defense, including tax issues and healthcare fraud, Harris Law Office will fight for their clients by offering the most aggressive representation in and out of court. Call Paul Harris at Harris Law Office for a free consultation. 304-232-5300.
Now, during the Jim Robinson Ford Lincoln Toyota Pre-Owned Super Sale, select from over 80 vehicles in stock starting under $5,000. Most are local trades, many with one owner. Hurry to Jim Robinson at the Highlands, home of lifetime powertrain protection. Now, during the Jim Robinson Ford Lincoln Toyota Pre-Owned Super Sale, select from over 80 vehicles in stock starting under $5,000. Most are local trades, many with one owner. Hurry to Jim Robinson at the Highlands, home of lifetime powertrain protection.
Plumbers and Steam Fitters Local 83 want to thank the owners and contractors of the Ohio Valley for using their locally trained workers to help build for the future. Local 83 helps design, fabricate, and build the gas infrastructure for the oil and gas industry here in the Ohio Valley. Plumbers and Steam Fitters Local 83 is 300 members strong and growing. They also do residential, commercial, and industrial work on both sides of the river. For more information, call Plumbers and Steam Fitters Local 83 at 304-233-4445.
Hey, I'm going to the kitchen. Can I grab you a Coors Light?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Huh. I never knew there was a zip line in my fridge. Hey! Hey, buddy! Yeah! You got 2 Coors Lights up there?
You got it!
Always brewed down to 34 degrees. With a taste as cold as the Rockies, only Coors Light gives you refreshment every time.
Here you go. 2 Coors Lights.
Awesome, man. Wow, these are really cold.
That's the only way I deliver it.
Sure. I mean, you being a mountain climber and all.
Yep.
You probably need a pretty warm coat in there, huh?
Yep.
Hey, Ben!
Yeah!
Ask him if he has any nachos.
You got any nachos in there?
No.
Just icy cold Coors Light?
Yep.
That makes sense. It is the Rockies.
Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. With great beer comes great responsibility.
Babies come with lots of decisions.
Cloth or disposable? Crib or bassinet?
So when it comes to protection, go with the safest, most effective choice, vaccination. Get all the recommended vaccines for your baby by age 2 to protect your child against 14 serious childhood diseases. For more reasons to vaccinate, talk to your child's doctor. Go to cdc.gov/vaccines or call 800-CDC-INFO. A message from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention.
The Watchdog prides itself in being involved in our community, and we want to hear from you. Does your organization have an event that you would like promoted on the radio? Please send us the details via our website, watchdognetwork.com. Just click on our contact page and fill the information. Live, local, and here for our community. Share your events with the Watchdog.
You can vote in our Watchdog poll and read commentary in our blogs on watchdognetwork.com. The Watchdog Morning Show with Howard Monroe continues.
7:40, 20 till the hour. Beautiful day of life outside. Forecast coming up in a second. Underway right now is the summit between President Joe Biden and Vladimir Putin of Russia. The summit has just gotten underway this morning. Our ABC News team is going to be following that summit for you throughout the day. Details at the top of the hour, every hour. It should be a different kind of summit with Biden and Putin as opposed to Trump and Putin in the last couple of summits they had. Trump tending to be supportive of Putin. At one point in one of their summits, Trump saying that he believed Putin over his own intelligence agencies. I think Biden will take a much stronger stance with Vladimir Putin. But ABC is following that story. Let's get an update for you real quick right now.
Oh, wait a minute.
Sorry, Biff, I thought I had asked you to get that ready.
No, we got it.
A welcome from the President of Switzerland, standing in between President Biden and Russian President Vladimir Putin.
Mr. President of the Russian Federation, Mr. President of the United States of America.
Minutes ago, reporters were calling out questions and cameras were clicking as each leader walked inside the Swiss villa where bilateral talks will be taking place. ABC Chief White House Correspondent Cecilia Vega is there.
The face-to-face is expected to last 4 to 5 hours and will be split into 2 sessions. The first, just President Biden, Putin's Secretary of State Antony Blinken, and his Russian counterpart, senior aides later joining in. The leaders never expected to be alone, unlike former President Trump, who met with Putin twice with only translators present. The details of those conversations never made public.
The White House has been trying to downplay expectations for any big developments following these discussions. President Biden is expected to bring up Russian meddling in U.S. elections, the recent cyber attacks on American businesses, and there's a possible discussion of a prisoner swap with the U.S. expected. Sherry Preston, ABC News.
All right, ABC has more for us top of the hour every hour, and all throughout the day we'll have some special status updates on the Biden-Putin summit that's underway. Now it's time for the weather summit. The summit between weatherman extraordinaire, Zach Petty, and talk show host the Magnificent.
I like that.
Good morning, Zach.
Hey, good morning, Howard. How are you today?
I am great. I'm looking at a gorgeous sunny morning outside. Just slightly cool right now, but I know we're going to get up to my Goldilocks temperature today. And just watching that sunshine streaming down on the deck, I'm feeling good because the weather's looking good.
Weather's looking good. It might feel a little cool outside. We got those temperatures right in that, right around 50 degrees, we'll call it, throughout the Panhandle in southeastern Ohio. But then I did think of you early on this morning whenever I typed that 72 for our high temperature today. I'm like, oh, this is literally Howard Monroe's Goldilocks temperature. Not too hot, not too cool. If it was sunny and 72 all the time, as Brother Biff and I were saying, I'd be okay with it. Truly okay with it. As much as I like weather and talking about different things, this is kind of nice, not really having a whole lot to talk about.
Yeah, 72 and sunny that defines the perfect weather day for me. And again, a little nippy, not nippy, a little cool right now, 49 at the airport, 49 at my home studios. But sun's out, coming down. It's just looking great. And we're going to basically stay sunny all day, correct?
Sunny all day. I mean, aside from maybe a couple fair weather cumulus clouds that bubble up later on this afternoon, we're going to stay wall-to-wall sunshine and staying under the crisp blue and just the abundance of the blue sky today. I can very easily get lost looking up in the sky, just astonishment on how gorgeous it looks on days like this, whenever you can truly see for miles and miles. If you're standing up on a hilltop or a high vantage point, you could see for miles and miles. And just hands down one of my favorite days whenever you can literally see as far as the eye can see.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to just enjoying the day today. And actually tomorrow's going to be pretty much the same, right?
Pretty much the same. The only, I guess we'll call it a caveat, I'll make it a little warmer. 77 for our high, about 5 degrees warmer. We'll get more on a seasonable swing, getting back closer to seasonable temperatures as we head at least into Thursday. Another dry day, another day where we'll stay mostly sunny, maybe a couple more clouds, but any more cloud coverage than what we'll see today for tomorrow will be a lot more, since I'm not really expecting to see a whole lot of them today, but still another gorgeous one tomorrow with mostly sunny skies.
Then as we head into the weekend, though, it's still going to be okay. Nice weekend, but not the great weekend. We're going to see a little bit of rain, a little bit of clouds, right?
Yeah, a mixture of sun and clouds. Looks like the rain activity is going to start to fire up Friday afternoon and evening. Most of the morning and probably early afternoon hours on Friday will be nice. We'll have temperatures back in the low 80s. I don't expect to see mugginess returning just yet, but it may be starting to get maybe a little more sticky as we head into the weekend. But rain activity likely to start in the afternoon, evening hours. Friday becoming more so a bit widespread on Saturday. Not seeing a whole lot of sun even as we head into Father's Day on Sunday itself. We went through the laundry list of other celebrations going on June 20th, but looks like maybe a good idea to plan any outdoor activities, maybe try to get an indoor venue just in case, because it does look like we could see some scattered showers still in the area, and then it does look like shower activity will likely continue on as we head into the next work week.
So, and of course, as you point out, the Sunday is Father's Day. It is in West Virginia Day. It is the official beginning of summer, right?
Yep.
And it's Do It for Baby Dog Day.
Exactly. It's 4 for 4, Howard. You did good. I mean, I did 3 for 4 yesterday, but still just a lot of stuff going on June 20th, but most important I think should be Father's Day. But if you're the $1 million winner, then I think that might trump it, as long as you give some over to Pops if you can.
Did you get registered for Do It for Baby Dog?
I did. I was able to register yesterday, but now my only concern, Howard, is that, yes, since I got my license for West Virginia and went through that debacle that I shared with everyone yesterday, I don't know, because whenever I got my vaccine, I had to use my Pennsylvania license. So I'm not sure if they'll see that I transferred, or I don't know what system's going to be.
I think you're okay on that. If you put down where it asks you the date of your vaccine, I think it even asks you the place of your vaccine. Were you to be the winner, they will verify the vaccine. Mm-hmm. They won't just take your word for it. They will verify that with wherever you said you got the vaccine. I think you're okay. Biff, you got yours in Ohio, right?
Yeah, at the Respecs headquarters in St. Clairsville.
So I think as long as you have the residency in West Virginia and got a vaccine anywhere, I think you're okay. So you should be okay. Okay, for
sweet. That. Fingers crossed.
Yep. Listen, in the event that you win the $1 million, don't forget your old radio friends. Biff and I could, at the very least, use breakfast.
I would definitely treat you all to breakfast and maybe a little bit more if I'm able to win that. As you said, you'd help your favorite weather person out over here at 7 News. So, I definitely wouldn't forget you guys.
There you go. So maybe, Biffy, we might have a breakfast burrito to look forward to or something.
Nothing wrong with that.
Hey, I'll buy you Bob Evans. I'll buy you all biscuits.
Oh, sausage, gravy, and biscuits. Now we're talking.
Now we're cooking.
All right, Zach. Great forecast for today. Looking forward to it. I appreciate you giving us something to enjoy today and tomorrow. And you and I will chat again tomorrow morning here on the Watchdog Morning Show.
Sounds good. Enjoy your day, gentlemen.
All right. Thanks, Zach. Appreciate it. From the Big 7, WTRF TV, Zach Petty checking in here. Beautiful day. It's nice outside, 49 and clear at the Wheeling, Ohio County Airport. 49, beautiful sunshine on my deck outside the home studios here in the Elm Grove section of Wheeling. Good day for golfing, maybe, Biffy, huh?
Yes, it is.
Golf Glory is up for grabs this week, and if you want to get in on some golfing betting action, they've got a risk-free first bet on FanDuel up to $1,000. Place your first bet using promo code Monroe, my name, Monroe, for the promo code, and FanDuel will refund you up to $1,000 back in site credit if you don't win. It has been an exciting golf season. Lots of really big, fun, enjoyable, can't-miss kind of moments. You can kind of extend the excitement by placing a little wager on golf. And you can bet on golf on FanDuel. Remember, FanDuel is just always has great promos. They have 17, I always say 17 or 18. I should go back and count. I can't remember. 17 or 18 different sports, including golf, that they do take bets on. They're easy to use. It's safe. It's secure. You get your money very quickly. All in all, the best sporting app that you can find. And if you love to bet on golf, they've got all kinds of different ways. You can bet on the winner of a tournament. You can bet on who's going to make or miss the cut. You can create your own head-to-head matchups between a couple of the players and a whole lot more. But you can't check it out until you have the app on your phone or your tablet or wherever you put it. So download the FanDuel Sportsbook app to get a piece of the action, golfing or otherwise. Remember, use my name, Monroe, in the promo code box. Now, you must be 21 or older. You must be physically present in West Virginia. The first online real money wager only. Refund issued as non-withdrawable site credit. It does expire in 14 days. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. And remember, if gaming is fun for you, if it's part of your entertainment dollars, go for it. Have fun. FanDuel's the place to be. If gaming or gambling is a problem for you, don't download FanDuel, but instead call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.1800gambler.net. FanDuel Sportsbook, more ways to win. 8 before the hour here on the Watchdog Morning Show. Joshua Higginbotham is a Republican member of the House of Delegates in West Virginia. He comes from Putnam County. He's been somewhat involved in, his name has been popped up around the state over the last number of years. He was elected, I want to say at the age of 18. When he was elected, he was the youngest person ever elected to the House of Delegates in West Virginia. I believe I'm right about that. He's been around for 5-6 years now. And last weekend, Higginbotham, a conservative Republican, came out as gay. He did it on his social media account like this.
Hi, I'm Joshua Higginbotham, and I'm gay. For the past 5 years, I've been serving the Kanawha Valley as a member of the West Virginia Legislature, Capitol, and it's been the honor of my life. I began campaigning when I was 18 years old, and I won my first race at age 19. I was very young. In fact, at the time, I was the youngest in the entire state. You might be asking yourself, well, Josh, why are you just now telling us that you're gay? I mean, you're 24 now, you've been in office for 5 years. Why didn't you tell us when you were campaigning? And the answer is a little bit complicated. There were some people in my family when I was in high school and college who didn't know yet about this. And frankly, they weren't really ready to know. I was quite concerned that they may disown me if I told them. They didn't. We're all good. They're 100% supportive of me. And we made a decision as a family to be more open about this and to make it public, because there's nothing wrong with it. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not embarrassed by it. It's just part of who I am. And I wanted to share this part about me with you. So I am still a Christian. People think that gay people can't be Christians. I believe God loves me no matter what. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I'm still a conservative Republican. It's rare, I know, but you can be gay and Republican. You can be gay and conservative. Nothing has changed other than now you know this about my personal life, whereas you didn't know beforehand. I'm still the same guy you've voted for in 6 elections, 3 primaries and 3 generals, and I'll continue to serve the Kanawha Valley. I don't see anything wrong with it. And my family accepts me for who I am. My friends accept me for who I am. And I hope you will do the same. Nothing's changed. I appreciate it. Thank you for listening. God bless you.
Well, I'll tell you who didn't accept it for who he was. The West Virginia Family Policy Council, a morally egotistical, in my opinion, off the deep end council that has an outsized position in politics in West Virginia, tending to be very conservative. The Washington Family Policy Council, very conservative council, primarily on social issues, issues of morality and religion and so on. They issued a release this week calling for Higginbotham's resignation. Josh Higginbotham openly announced his defiance, they say, of the Republican Party's platform concerning same-sex marriage, gender confusion, and morality when he announced that he now identifies as gay. He admitted he had been misrepresenting himself for years. he engages in erotic behavior with members of the same sex. It was not surprising, says the Family Council. He's been a regular advocate for bills that promote the embrace of homosexual behavior and bills that punish citizens who openly oppose sexual promiscuity and gender confusion. And they go on at some length about why he's just a mess. The real issue is his confession confirms he is a proven liar. Family Policy Council President Alan Witt called for Higginbotham to resign. Years as a public official, faking a Republican platform that promotes traditional marriage when you are engaging in same-sex erotic behavior is reason for resignation. I call on you to resign now from the House of Delegates. Look, Higginbotham's votes are completely opposite of what I would want and I would do if I was in the legislature. He has voted almost exclusively as a conservative Republican. On issues of homosexuality, he has been aware of his own gayness and therefore has been a little more moderate in those votes. In other words, he is a member of the House of Delegates who is also a human being, who has a variety of different emotions, a variety of different positions. And while he repeated in his own statement, which you heard there, he continues to be a conservative Republican. I will stand for conservative Republican values. The only value the Family Policy Council cares for is he's gay. Now, I believe that God loves us all, and I think that Higginbotham made that point and made it very well. If you don't believe that, I think you're wrong. But that's your business. But if you can't say, I will accept this person's humanity, and then look at, if you're in a political world like Family Policy Council is, and then look at the votes he's taken and the positions he takes on political issues and policy issues, if you can't overlook the one issue for all of the others, there's something wrong with you, not with him. There's something wrong with you, not with him. I'm looking at you, Helen Wick. Something wrong with you. All right. 8 o'clock, Watchdog Morning Show. Belinda Biaford skates by with the DNC, but more calls for her resignation in the Democratic Party. We'll talk about that with Stephen Adams next on the Watchdog Morning Show.
The Watchdog is FM 98.1, AM 1600 WKKX Wheeling, FM 97.7, AM 1370 WVLY Moundsville.
The ABC News is brought to you by Thomas Auto Centers, Mall Road, St. Clairsville. Get the best deal at Thomas Auto Centers.
The city of...
All right, we should have Stephen at 8:10 and Jake Zuckerman at 8:40, Biffy.